Hey guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back. I've done my foundation and primer and stuff. I use the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This is one of my go-tos. It's getting pretty low. You may hear the neighbor in the background because he's loud and obnoxious. And then I also use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I got this a while ago, and it's more of a lighter shade for winter, so you can see it's just a tad bit light on me because I still am have a little more color than I normally do during the winter. And then I just have on my concealer. I have not done anything in my eyes because today we are going to do a first try on with the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. This is the first one. This is actually a release from 2017, but this is new to me. I got it, it's originally $45, and I got it off from Macari, and I had to send it off coupon, so I got this for around $10. It was new in the package. I inspected it. I made sure that it was authentic, and this is good for 12 months once it's open. And it has not been touched. It's got brand new in the pan. You can see like all the Tarte is Tarte. This is Tarte on it. So I did play with the mirror. I accidentally smeared the mirror. But it's got a nice size mirror, and it's got 3 bronzer shades. Sorry about the mirror reflection. This is Terracotta. This is Desert, and this is Amber. So Terracotta, Desert, and Amber. And then it's got Solstice, Sand, and Instinct as the bigger pans. And then it's got a couple little shades as well. So you can kind of see my makeup. Anyways, so I'm interested in trying this out. So stick around if you want to see me try this out. But first and foremost, I've got to put a base on. I've been using the Wet n Wild concealer, photo focus concealer, as a primer for my eyelids. So I just go and like rub this all over and prime it out. I really like this concealer because it's only like $5, and for primer, it basically what it does is it's a drier concealer. So if you have like sweaty eyelids or anything, not that I do because my skin's like a desert dry, and but it really, like any excess moisture on your eyelids that might clump the shadows, it definitely soaks that up. And it is a cream base, so it's really easy to blend. And you can see I'm not doing a very good job of putting this on my eye, but we will figure it out. Alright, so you can see it lightens it up quite a bit, and so I can put on the product I would like. Wipe my finger off on my towel. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Solstice shade all over the lid as a base color. I actually use, if I can find it, where is it hiding? Okay, this is the Glow BMX 265. This is from Moda Pro. It's actually a highlighter brush, but I use this as an all over brush, and this does kick up quite a bit of powder, but I just use it to apply my base shade for my eye because, like I said, it's quick and easy. And I think this shade works pretty good for my eye because it's pretty neutral. That's what I liked about this palette, is it does have mostly staple eye colors that I can use on a regular basis. Definitely like this black and the brown. I'll use those in my crease for sure. So the next color I'm going to go in with is Journey, and that's the one in this corner right here. So I will grab one of these ones. Let me grab a brush. Alright. And I'll pick that up. And I'm just going to use the mirror for this. I'm going to put that all over my crease. Now this does have almost the exact same smell as the Tartelette in Bloom palette. It's like a chocolate chalky So I'm assuming it's the same formula, which is fine by me. If you're not a big fan of scent, then keep that in mind. I don't even know if you can still get this palette. I know you can get the clay play too, but I like that color for sure. Just help with the edges. And you notice I don't do my eyebrows till last. I don't technically do my eyebrows very fast or very much, which I have been doing a little bit more lately. So you'll see they're little unruly because these are my natural eyebrows. I don't really need to do my eyebrows because I have full or pretty full eyebrows. Alright, the next one I think I'm going to take is Ember. It's that shade right here, and that's in the third pan on the top. And I'm going to put that in my crease, like right here, as a secondary crease shade. I'm going to use the same brush, but... And I'm using the Farrah E35E, which is like a blending brush. I got this in my Ipsy, and I absolutely love this brush. Really need to clean them, but I'll probably do that this week. I got Wednesday, Thursday off, so maybe I'll do that this week. But it definitely darkens the crease down. And this packaging from Tarte is cardboard. It is not like a... the metal itself, like the pan itself is in a metal, but it's like a plastic. It's not like metal, it's plastic with the mirror and like the pans. And then the outer packaging is like a cardboard, which is nice considering that it's protected because it does have the harder plastic. But then again, it's also... easy to tote around, and but it's not as bulky as some of the other palettes that have like the metal tins on them, like the Too Faced metal tins. I have yet to buy one of those because the tins are so bulky. They did slim them down a little bit. Now I will note on this that the fingerprints, I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can. Like right here, they show almost immediately. So if that's something you're worried about, you may have to clean it a lot. But fingerprints don't bother me. Whatever. It works. It's part of doing makeup. You get fingerprints on stuff. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to do... Now the only thing I don't like about this palette is they all are matte shades. So I will be dipping into a shimmer shade from one of my other palettes. But for now, we're going to go into the outer corner. Wipe my towel off. And I'm going to use the smoke color here in the center and put that in the outer V. This is one of my like go-to looks that I do on a daily basis with a different palette, so it's nice that I can kind of do the same look with this palette and get to play with it as well. And I will say this is highly, highly, highly pigmented, and I think it is worth the money that you put into it. Now, like I said, I don't know if this one's available on their website. However, I know the second clay play is, and it has different shades, but most of the same shades are the same. They changed out a couple of the bronzers, for one for a highlight, one for a blush, but they still have the same shade nade, so I think they had leftover packaging from this one, and just put out a clay play 2. Because I didn't see a lot of advertising on it. It just kind of appeared. And then I think they're giving it out in Ipsy and BoxyCharm there for a minute. But I didn't see any advertising on it or any of that stuff. So like I said, just a matte neutral shade. And then that's all I'm going to do out of this palette for now. I'll come back for a bronzer. And then we're going to reach into my other Tarte palette. If I can find it. Where are you hiding, Mr. Tarte? Right here you are. And that's the Tartelette and Bloom palette. And like I said, it does have a lot of the same colors. And this one is well loved, if you can't tell. Like this shade is Onyx, is actually a little bit darker in the other one. And then this shade is a little bit lighter in the other one. But that Solstice shade is pretty much the same shade as that one. Sand, the same one as that one. And Instinct, I think, would be pretty close to that one. So it does have a couple. And then Sweetheart is probably close to the Journey color as well. This one pulls a little more pink than that one. But like I said, there are different colors. And that one has 3, 6, 9 shades. This one has 12. But I didn't pay full price for this one. This one was originally $34, and I think I paid like $17 for it because I went to Ulta and got it on the half off days. So, let's go into the Tarte and Bloom palette, and I gotta find one of my brushes. Where are you hiding? My flat shader brush. That one's got purple on it. I don't want to use a purple one. Told you I need to clean. Okay, this one's got more of a copper tone in it, so I can wipe that real quick, and it shouldn't affect it. And I will go back and do swatches of this too once I'm done with it. And with the Tarte shimmers, I always like to go and wet my brush just because I notice they pick up a little bit better. And I'm going to go into Funny Girl in the Tarte palette. This is one I've used a ton. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on it. But it's like a gold champagne color, and I absolutely love this color. Like I said, it's an everyday color I can use. But it's beautiful. Alright, so there's that. Might need a little bit more on the inner corner. My eyelids are like super, I don't know, I got a lot of wrinkles in my inner eyelids, so they bunch up a little bit. That's what happens when you get in your 30s. I've had them since I was like 27. I don't care. I don't really care about people judging me because I am myself, and if you don't like it, you don't have to talk to me. That's just how I am. And sometimes that gets me in trouble at work because I am blunt. You know, being a Sagittarius, we all are a little blunt. But, like I said, you don't like me, you don't have to talk to me. But, like I said, I love this color, and it's a very pigmented, very pretty color. It's just a daily eye look. I will take this down in the lower lash line down here as well. And the brush I'm using is actually an LA Girl brush from the dollar store, and it's one of my favorite shader brushes because I can get my lower lash because it's thinner, and yet I can still do my corner and my lid with it as well because it's big enough for that. I'm gonna pick up my other brushes, maybe, if I can find one. Yeah, I told you I need to clean my brushes. Right, we'll just try this Little Mermaid one I got off from Wish. I have a bunch of weird random brushes. And I'm going to go back in with that smoke color from the original palette and just pull it, oop, not that far down, into my lower lash line and run it along to kind of deepen it up. And then I will scrape off some of that brown that I got somewhere where I didn't want it. Yeah, I got that way where it doesn't belong. Let me get a Q-tip out. And I did put powder under my eyes because I wasn't sure if this was gonna bleed or not, but I figured it wasn't because it's a Tarte palette and most of the ones I've tried are powdery, but they don't like fall out under the eyes. So that's the eye look itself. I will go in and finish up the rest of my makeup shortly, but I want to do a couple of swatches for you first. The first one that I am going to do that we didn't try is the Stone. of like a gray color. Here, let me move some boxes. I got too many boxes in the way. Alright. And we'll swatch that right here on my arm. It's a nice brown shade. Then we'll do Dunes, which is the other shade that I haven't tried. Now, those are similar in color. One's got more of a gray, one's more of a brown. And that's Dunes right here. And then we'll try Onyx, which is right here, which is another shade I didn't try. That's the black. And a lot of black, you'll see, are patchy. That one's actually not bad, so I'm okay with that. And then we'll try Instinct, which is one of the bigger shades. You can't really tell because it's the same color as me. And then let me actually wipe this off real quick. We'll try some. I'll do the bronzer so you can see it's one of the bronzers on me. Wipe off those. And they do stay quite a bit. That's what I like about Tarte palettes is you gotta rub really hard to get them to come off. Alright. Dry my finger off. First one is Terracotta. That's the one on the left. Then we have Desert. That one's not as pigmented, so I'll do another swatch. And then we have Amber, and this is more of a darker one. So this is geared towards quite a few different skin tones. But that's Terracotta, Desert, and Amber. And me personally, I like a darker bronzer anyways. So let me go finish my eyes, and I will be back with the finished look, okay? Oh, probably not, because I forgot I don't have pause on this. Okay, anyways, this is what I got for the eyes and the palette, so... Oh, no! I totally just dropped that, and half of the palettes came out, so I gotta re-glue them in. Hopefully none of them broke, but anyways, that is it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye!